Hello students, welcome to my lecture. So in this video I will discuss a question from the previous IIT-JEE mains question from the topic collisions and center of mass. The question as follows: a ball is dropped from a height of 20 meters. If the coefficient of restitution for the collision between the ball and floor is 0.5, after hitting the floor the ball rebounds to a height of. So the question is again based on the simple definitions or simple principle. So a ball is coming from certain height. So the height is also mentioned in the problem. This height is mentioned in the problem. So it is coming from rest, that means zero velocity. Just before reaching to the ground, it will acquire a speed. So V will be is equal to root 2 GH. So then after collision with the wall, it rebounds. So with what velocity it rebounds? The velocity of this ball will be equal to E multiplied by V1. That is, E is the coefficient of restitution here. It's very simple. The coefficient of restitution is velocity of separation. So that is V2 minus wall will not be 0. Velocity of approach. Ball is approaching with a velocity V1, but wall will remains at rest. That is, E is equal to V2 by V1. So that is V2 will be is equal to E multiplied by V1. This is the idea here. So then one more thing, you may ask, sir, why the velocity V1 equal to root 2 GH? Then simply either energy conservation or V square minus E square is equal to 2 GH formula I applied. So the initial velocity anyway 0. So that's why it is V is equal to square root of 2 GH. So now the question will be, after the collision how much height it will rise. So now this problem will be very simple. When I throw a ball from with certain speed, then what is the height it will rise? So up to what height it will rise? So then again the same principle here. The height it will rise, say for example h1 here. Then again I use the same formula, V square minus E square equal to 0. When it reaches to the topmost point, its velocity will become 0. So V square minus U square will be is equal to 2 minus G, height is h1. So from here minus V2 square will be is equal to minus 2G, h1 minus minus cancel. So h1 will be is equal to V2 square by 2G. So the velocity I got here, V2 square will be equal to, this is the idea. So now I got the height. So I can substitute here. The height h1 will be is equal to V2 square, means that is E square. So V1 square means here it is a V1 root 2 GH. So that is 2 GH divided by 2G. So 2G cancel. The height rise it will be is equal to, so E square multiplied by H will come. This is the height raised after first collision. So you can remember this as a formula. So this is height raised after first collision. So you can remember this as a formula. So even the same thing I can extend for nth collision also. So Hn will be is equal to E power 2n multiplied by H. This is the height raised after nth collision. So this formula even I can extend for after nth collision. This formula I can say after nth collision. So after nth collision the formula will become E power n into V1. So V1 anyway root 2 GH. So these are the formulas you might have remembered. Okay, so if you remember the formulas, then it is easy to solve the problems. So in the JEE mains, most of the time they are framing the standard questions. So like standard formulas we can use and we can get the answer here. So my answer will come from here. So that is h1 will be is equal to E square, means it is half, it is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 whole square into h is given 20. So that is 20 by 4. So 20 by 4 comes out to be 5. So the height it will write is 5 meters. Okay, I hope it is clear. So thank you. If you like my video, please like it and share to your friends. Thank you very much.